Hi friends, welcome back to Nessa's Nook. So today I'm going to go ahead and make up some more taco pizza. Now I know I have made this in the past and many of you have already seen this, but I've got a whole bunch of new subscribers who may have never seen this. And a lot of times when you have the newer subscribers, they don't go all the way back to see what we have. So my brother-in-law Jack is over here today and I was trying to figure out what's for lunch. Usually I have this all pre-planned out in my head. I just could not think of anything. And you know, the other day we had the nachos and we had the leftover taco meat. So I'm like, if we still have that one crust from Walmart, well, I'm gonna go ahead and get that, and that's what we'll eat for lunch or for dinner. So what I'm gonna be doing is using some of the enchilada sauce from the store, and these are my freeze-dried refried beans. So I never thought of doing it this way before, and I'm hoping it works. If it doesn't, well, I don't have to do that again. So I'll go ahead and bring it down here, and I'll show you what I'm going to be doing here. I have the June actually on warm right now, so I'm going to go ahead and throw in almost the whole can of the enchilada sauce. I may need to have the rest of it, I'm not for sure. I'm not measuring this, I'm just going to go ahead and throw in some of the refried beans, because what that's going to do is it's going to take some of the moisture from the enchilada sauce and reconstitute the beans while making the sauce not as thick. So I may have to actually use the rest of that can, I'm not for sure. Probably even use a little bit more beans, honestly. Now you let some of the beans set, obviously. The longer you set, the thicker it can get, but I do have more of this over here. So I think it'd just be easier to spread it this way versus, see, that looks really nice. It's not too runny. I think that's gonna work very nice. Let me get a spoon here. All right. So I have my pizza crust here. I'm gonna go ahead and pour this over the pizza crust. I don't know for sure if I'm gonna use all of it that I just made. We'll just spread this out a little bit here. We might have to use the rest of it, I'm not for sure. And I think we are gonna have to use the rest of this. All right. You never know, you know what I'm saying? Because I've never done it like this before. I didn't know for sure if that would be enough or if that would be too much sauce. So try to get that a little bit closer to the edges and get that in there. All right, put that in there. Now what I have is I have my leftover taco meat, and what I'll be doing is just going ahead and spreading that all over the meat or the sauce here and get that spread out. I may not use, well, I'll probably use up all the taco meat too. So that was a good reason, I guess, when we made that extra bag of the meat, so we had enough for dinner that night. And of course, then it made it really nice and meaty for tonight's dinner, which works out very nicely. And I don't want to get this too close to the edges because it makes a heck of a mess on my June oven, and that kind of makes it kind of bad. But I don't know for sure, you guys. I absolutely love taco pizzas. I don't know why. I just really do. It's something that I don't think we ever really ate before, what, 5-6 years ago or something? I'm not for sure. It's not been very long that we've been eating them. So I'm going to go ahead and throw some frozen onions on here. Jack, back in the day, he was an onion hater, but he's decided he likes onions now, which is probably a good thing because almost everything I cook has onions. I remember the very first time I made him sloppy joes, and he didn't know I put onions in everything. And he must have been super hungry that day or something. I don't know what the deal was. I swear he ate 5 or 6 sloppy joes that day. And I was laughing because he told me, you know, he didn't like onions. So I said, well, Jack, you know, how's the onions? And he's like, what do you mean, what onions? This is like 20 years ago. And I said, you know, the onions, it was in the sloppy Joe mix. He didn't realize, you know, he ate all those, so it was kind of funny, but you know, it's a good thing that you can look back and laugh now. So go ahead and spread some of the cheese. I still need to get in the half-gallon containers. The June just came up to temperature, and try to keep all this kind of like off the edge, but close enough to the edge so it gets that. I'm sure I'm going to have to still clean my oven, but this is what it's looking like before it goes in, and we'll be back shortly to show you what it's looking like. All right, so this is what the pizza is looking like beforehand. All right, and what I'm just going to go ahead and do, I have this sour cream and Mark has some jalapenos out. I'm going to use up the rest of this lettuce before it goes bad. We just opened that up just the other day too, so I don't understand why lettuce goes so bad so quick, but it is what it is. And sorry if the voice on this wasn't too hot. My speaker wasn't plugged in. Microphone, excuse me. I always call it a speaker. I don't know why.
Kind of is a speaker, but it's a microphone.
And then spread some tomatoes on this. Now the jalapenos and the sour cream will be on each individual piece because Jack, like me, does not like jalapenos and would not appreciate jalapenos being on his pizza. And neither would I, because I'd have to cry. Alright, so Mark will go ahead and cut that with our little pizza cutter there. Did I shut that off?
I did. Here we go.
Oops. Alright, so this is what it's looking like. I'll just put the one piece on there. But this is our taco pizza tonight. And like I said, Mark will put sour cream and stuff on his. I don't know if Jack will, but... Oh, I missed my tomatoes. Put my tomatoes on there. So anyways, that's the taco pizza tonight. You'll have to let me know if it's something that, have you ever made this before? And if you did make this, did you make anything differently? What did you add? What did you maybe not add? Let me know in the comments down below. And thank you very, very much for stopping by. I hope you have a very blessed and wonderful day.